thanks so much for coming. We're very excited about a couple things. One is that CISLL made it 10 years. And two is CISLL outlasted all of its founding members. So that's a good thing, because what you want to do is create something that lives on beyond you. And so we're going to bring back Lori, but we did survive the leaving of Lori and Joe. So here's our agenda. It should be on your tables. And I'm going to start with a year in review. So what did we do this year? The leadership, I am Britt. I'm from the psychology department. And I've been here 20 years now. None of the rest of you have to say that part, I just did. Okay. Then we have the executive board, which is Keith Millis from the psychology department, Allison Gladfelder from HHS, and what's your actual department?
Allied Health and Communicative Disorders.
Okay, thanks. And then Lindsay Harris from College of Ed, and you are in, sorry.
I'm sorry, Leadership, Educational Psychology, and Foundations.
Okay, thanks. And then we have Karen Higgs, who nothing could have been done this year without her. She's been totally unbelievably awesome, and she's from the psych department. She got her PhD here, and now she's working as a postdoc on a couple grants and supporting CISLL. And then we have Sheila Coley. We're going to give you an opportunity, especially as more and more people come, but you'll be the only ones that know this. We're going to ask you later for your name, your college, and 2 to 3 key words about your research. So you want to try to encapsulate it down into a couple key words, okay? So that's your task. All right. So what is the year in review? So I'm going to start out with, we've changed the mission slightly, but we're hoping that through some discussion today, and we have these papers that you can put information on, that you could help us build the tactics and revise the tactics and so forth. But we have the mission, the strategies, and the tactics. What are those? Okay, so we've revised the mission a little bit, and it would be interesting to see what Joe and Lori think of this, but the Center for Interdisciplinary Study of Language and Literacy, CISLL's mission is to support research about understanding the processes involved in language and literacy skills in order to enhance the quality of life at home, work, and in the community. So we just wanted to make it all facets of life, because we're the whole spectrum here. And then CISLL's expertise includes research about the development of language and literacy skills across the lifespan, literacy skills for changing technologies and communication, and you'll see a little of that this afternoon, how people teach, learn, understand, and produce written and spoken language, understanding how some individuals, or why some individuals struggle in these domains and how to help, and how these processes and activities can be optimized for all individuals. So that's sort of like where we are at this point. Okay, the strategies. CISLL's overriding strategy is to develop expertise in a wide range of areas. And that's what we're here for, to help you develop expertise. CISLL has supported research investigating all these things that I just mentioned, that's what they are. And then we're trying to have special attention to changing technology in the media, and for the demands and challenges and solutions for developing advanced literacy skills for the modern workplace and center of learning. And we have an interdisciplinary approach. Here are tactics for this year, and we want to see if we can come up with some others that would most benefit the goals that we have, okay? We're all about goals. So our goal is to develop expertise, okay? Interdisciplinary. We support faculty in developing expertise in grant writing, so that's one of the things we've been doing. We followed up with Joe. Joe's last year had a great grant seminar that Keith ran, and we did that again this year a little bit, and we've already been asked to continue it, and so we're going to continue it, but with some changes, okay? Help develop partnerships and interdisciplinary research collaborations, and so if you want to find partners, we want to help you do that, and so we need some tactics to help you. So you want to sort of think about, if this is something you want, how can we help you achieve that? Or what need do you have, and we can help you figure out how to achieve that. Okay. Provide opportunities for our affiliates to keep up to date on methodologies, technologies, and research findings, and we'll have a nice presentation by some young people today about one technology we have, okay? But if we can help in any way for that. Assist faculty and students in the scale-up of research projects and programs, and then purchase equipment and other resources to conduct research, and Karen's going to talk about some of that we have. And people are using it, so that's good. Okay, finally, Jerry Blasey, who couldn't be here today, he suggested that part of what we should really be doing is these 3 things. one is helping everybody do research. So when I came to him at first, I thought, oh, he needs us to get grants. And he said, well, yes, you need to get grants to survive as a group. But it's really about the research. And so just so I just want to tell you that, because as a person first coming into this my first year, I thought it was really about grants. And it's not just about grants. It's about doing good research that we get out to the community and we put the CISLL stamp on. But we do need to get grants, and we need a couple grants to survive, okay? And we need people to know that they should put CISLL on their grants, and I'll talk about how to do that. But those were his 3 take-home messages, if he could be here. So who are our members? We have a very active group, and we want to continue that active group. People came to about 2.1 of the 7 events on average, so that's cool. So for the, I'm just putting the colleges because I'm trying to help grow it. I hate that verb, but anyway. In HHS, and Allison's done a fantastic job helping us in that respect. And if we could go to other colleges, I'd be happy as well. Because, you know, law, I mean, God, it's all about language. You know, if we could expand to other departments, other colleges across the NIU, that'd be great. Okay, so in this past year, we had 25 members for, like, active, that came to an event, participated in an event from LA&S, and I'll tell you right now, this was a much poorer distribution. So I have to again say, Lindsay, great job, Allison, great job in getting these numbers up, because we want to be really, truly interdisciplinary, okay? And then we had 6 others, and like those were like the STEM read, and things like that. So the more we can get that up, then we can even grow in more like Lori L.H. Piper's way of like making partnerships that also reach out and not just doing research. So if we could get that up as well. Okay, if we add the retreat, we're even doing better in these 2 areas, so I'm very happy. Okay. Some people that wish they could have come and said, sorry, I can't come, but you know, keep me up in the loop. We do have even more people that were out of town or had childcare problems, which is something we're going to try to deal with as an organization, is how to deal with the childcare issues. Okay, so another thing is our members are doing great things, and so we want you to tell us if you have things that you're doing so we can publicize within the community and also to the world about what we're doing. So just for an example, our speaker this afternoon, Joan Kim, had the Outstanding Dissertation of the Year award from the International Literacy Association. Pretty good, and he got invited to write an article for their major publication, Reading Research Quarter. Okay, Mandy over in foreign languages, okay, department, received the Early Career Scholar Award, and we do have 1 grant that came in. So it's a small one, but you know, it's coming. Because our sub-award is only for $100,000. But tell us so we can celebrate and show that we're active. Okay. Next, sample resources, and I'm not going to read this, of course, but the point is we have blurbs, and we're going to start putting more and more of this on and you'll tell us how to do this, but probably on Blackboard or something, so that you could just steal this and reword it and have it in your grant. How to put this in your grant so it's really easy. You know, for both, you know, what the resources are, this is a resource, and then this is the dissemination. And so there's different parts, and we're trying to make it easy for you to put your grants together and to make sure to put CISLL on there. Why put CISLL on there? Okay, so what you need to do is put CISLL on your grants, because 49%, let's say, I don't know, I should know the real numbers, but 49% of the money that you get from a grant goes to indirects to the university, okay? Then that separates out, and it goes to a bunch of places. 5% comes back to you, usually as a researcher, 5% maybe to the department. But we get 10% that would normally just be sent to the rest of the university and put anywhere, so that we can then put that back into our membership so they can write more grants. And so it doesn't cost your department anything, which was my original worry. It doesn't cost you as a researcher anything. It just funnels that to come back to us. So put it on there, otherwise it doesn't help us. And we won't survive, really. Okay, what about surviving? Here we go. The budget update. So there was program prioritization. Maybe none of you know that. Look, none of you had to know it. But there was program prioritization. And so they negotiated first. This is actually lower than it was the year before, and the year before, that's how things happen. So, so they had some money here, quite a bit of money. And then we got 24% less this year. They negotiated before I came on board, although I couldn't have done anything. And then it was down 45% from this year, this next year coming up. So we have to do, as they say, more for less. More with less? Yeah, okay, there you go. So we have to really work at bringing in some indirects, so get some grants that have indirects. Although I did get a grant without indirects, and they were still very happy with that because it's still a grant. So don't not go after foundation money if that's what you want to do. Okay, so I just wanted to give you a breakdown sort of how it's working in terms of personnel, and so we're going to have less personnel, but the POPs, the COSA, and there was some carryover from last year that we had to deal with, speaker series, and equipment. So as you can see, this year, we spent a lot on equipment relative to other years, but we're going to flip it over and go back to the speaker series, because this year we spent our time trying to focus on who NIU is, what resources we have here. We didn't bring in speakers, so next year we're going to bring in speakers. So at your desk, at tables, there's going to be things where you can nominate speakers that you want to have come in. Okay, and just to see percent-wise, we're actually doing good on not having too much on the personnel. And this year we spent a lot on equipment, but then next year we're going to go back to the speaker series, money here, and then that's pretty solid. It's giving back to you guys for POP grants and to get your grants going. And this year the speaker series is going to be the focus, and as you'll see throughout the day, we're going to try to work on the research pipeline and do a little bit more on funding the first P in POP, which is actual proposals. Joe's done great getting the pilots on the PNP, POP, but we want to get the POPs. And in fact, our grant that we got actually came out of a pilot that we got from Joe. Funding opportunities. So just different, so when I say POP, what are those for people that don't know? Maybe some people don't know. We'll all introduce ourselves soon. Okay, faculty and student POP grants. These support the development of research or service-oriented grant proposals. That's the first P, and that's what we want the focus to be more on this year. And the second P is support the collection of pilot data needed to prepare for these research grants. And that's been since the beginning of CISLL, probably. CISLL funding opportunities, these, you have to be affiliate to get one of these. And the due dates are here. They're now on our website, right? Yeah, for the POP grants. Here are the due dates. We made them very early so that we can get everything done by, it's June 1, 2020. This will be the only slide that has a mistake on it. Okay, and then we have a COSA award that we give out, and this is to honor, it's an honor, the past and future achievements of the recipient and to support the research endeavors for an academic year. And you have to be an affiliate, so get your graduate students to be members early so that they can be, because we get some applications that are awesome, but they're not affiliates. So, and the requirements and stuff are on the website, and these are due in the spring, late spring. This year's recipient couldn't be here. He has very exciting news, and he has a very good reason for not being here, but he couldn't be here. And these speakers will also, these won last year, the POPs and the COSA. Dylan Blum over there, and he'll talk this afternoon. But all of these people will talk today short on what they found this year.